So around the end of last year, I started to do trading vlogs and showing you guys behind the scenes of me trading and learning how to trade. And I got an overwhelming response of people being like, Hannah, can you do a video on how to balance trading and studies? And I was like, okay, great. Let me forget to make this video for over 10 months. So here it is, long awaited and well overdue, how I balance trading with my full-time studies. Enjoy.
Jumping out the whip, shit cold. Watching my step-gram froze. Most my day spent alone. Same with my bro, he knows. Gotta pay dues. Walking in mud, you can check my shoes.
Okay, first things first is I have to be honest, and I'm not actually at uni at the time of recording, but that doesn't mean that I can't give insight of how I did it and how I did manage. We're going to basically go over 3 main things. I actually want to give you guys some practical key takeaways that you can start implementing today after you watch this video. Take some notes and enjoy. People want to be looking at a million different pairs and doing XYZ and just filling their plates, and then they're wondering,
how the hell am I going to manage this shit?
So number 1 is just literally you need to simplify and optimize everything. What I mean by that, I want you guys to understand this concept that depth is way more important than breadth. Just look at 7 to 8 pairs a week, and every morning when you do your forecasting, you can flag those and only look at 3 pairs. So you don't need to be rushing into all these different pairs. You don't need to know what CAD yen is doing. You don't need to know what Kiwi dollar is doing. Just look at those top 3 quality pairs for the day that you've heavily forecasted in depth, rather than putting out your focus, your attention, your energy on other stuff that doesn't matter because, you know, you've got assignments to do, you've got deadlines to reach, you know what I mean? Go into depth with forecasting a smaller amount of pairs and you can filter them out rather than just having mediocre average trades for, you know, 10, 15, 20 pairs. Because trust me, I've been there when you're flicking through all the pairs, looking to see if there's a trade, you're bored, you're commuting to uni, you know, your lecture is boring as fuck, so you're just there like checking trades and you start getting into these average trades, and yeah, I've been there. So guys, just simplify it. Depth is way more important than breadth, and have those trading rules set out for you. Now, in terms of optimizing, what I really mean by that is just removing friction from distractions so you can go into some deep focus for when you got to do work or when you got to do A, B, C. You know, how you do one thing is how you do everything. You can't just do great at trading because, you know, it makes you money, but then start slacking on your grades. You want to be able to actually have that discipline. I feel like uni is a great way to like exercise discipline because you got to do shit that you might not want to do. You got to do things that are hard, that, you know, frustrates you, but you just got to get it done. So exercise that, and it's going to go hand in hand with trading. Yep, no, definitely just... Because the third thing I'm going to talk about was mindset, but anyways, hey-ho, we're still on the first part, which is optimize. What I was going to say is, you can just literally, I'll show you on my phone, is that I don't even have things like social media that's on like my main page. I keep everything clean, I optimize all of that stuff, so I don't get that distracted. I've put as much friction between me and my distractions, because a lot of people, they have Instagram on their homepage, but the moment they unlock their homepage, it's just there, and it's just like, you know, open me. So I literally put that on a separate page in a folder. I add that friction so that it's harder for me to actually open it. Practical key takeaway. Use an app called Forex. You know, there's actually so many other apps, but for me, I personally used Forex. It was great for when I was working in blocks of time of like an hour, 2 hours, and you get to grow your own little forest, which is cool. Each time you grow a tree, you get some coins to buy new trees, and if you go on your phone and get distracted, then your tree dies and it ruins your forest. And you can do this with your friends. I did it with my friend, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a great way to, if you want to focus and just get shit done. You know, one of the biggest excuses for students, I guess, is like,
oh, I don't have enough time, I've got a lecture tomorrow,
I've got this and that done, and then they're procrastinating, getting distracted when they actually need to get work done. And I know that because I've been there. But yeah. So for number 2, it is just prioritizing and routine. As a student, it's so easy to be saying yes to everything and taking things on. You just got to prioritize. If it means that much to you, then you're going to learn to say no to those things. Going out to spoons, cheeky spoons, and having to just literally show up to your carts every single day, which leads on to like having a routine. I prefer to just know my top 3 priorities. 90-80% and 20% was going to be trading. Like, you literally don't need to do 50-50. The thing is that people want balance, right? Just balance, like 50-50 split, but it's never going to be like that. And that's where they get the whole concept of balancing and managing quite wrong, because when exams come, you're going to have to prioritize your studies more, and that's okay. Everything's not 50-50. I think just know your top 3 priorities, know your split. For me, that was 80% studies and the 20% was like the trading. My main routine was just every morning and every evening I was forecasting for at least 15 to 20 minutes. That is not hard. If you think that's hard, then you're just being lazy and you're coming up with excuses and you just can't be asked to wake up a little bit earlier. And if you can't even do those simple things, then you're going to struggle when it comes to getting a bit harder when you hit the wall. You also want to start scheduling how you're going to start like looking at content for whatever strategy you learn, or like your back testing. For me, I always scheduled Wednesday evening and the weekends to do some content or do some back testing or go over the weekly webinars and recaps that were coming out. So I know in advance that, if Bob asked me to go to Spoons, I'm going to say, no, Bob, I have a webinar. I have a Sunday webinar. I need to be up in my game. So easy to do, but so easy not to do as well. This is the most important one. If you can't do this, then you can't do, I think, anything else. This is mindset. One of the biggest things I see with students, and I saw within myself, is complaining.
Like, oh, I hate my uni, I hate my degree, I hate my module, oh, I should just be an entrepreneur, I should drop out and become a full-time trader, oh, I should start SMMA.
And, our headspace is just, we're so complaining and we don't even become realize. Like, I think self-awareness is so huge. It's not about, oh, I have to do this. It's, I get to do this, right? Switch that around and see how powerful that's going to be in your mentality and in your life and just in your whole like mental space. That hard shit that you gotta do, that's gonna actually push you towards growth. Like if you're talking so much negativity about your job, about your uni, your studies, just think of something you're grateful for. Compare yourself to those who are less fortunate and you'll realize that you're actually so grateful to be able to study, have a job, watch this from a computer or your smartphone, and you're aware of a skill that could literally unlock financial freedom if you just put the work in. But yeah, that negativity that you're putting out into like studies, like, oh, I hate my studies, I hate my job, I just want to work full-time trading, that stuff is going to be a cancer and literally can manifest into all other areas of your life. So it's something that you just got to be mindful of, and hopefully if that resonates with you, then hopefully that sort of brings that stuff into your awareness, because it's so important. Like, I'll share a quick story. In my first year, I had such a dry module. It's called fluid mechanics. Oh my gosh, I had my lecturer was dry, the course was dry, the exam was dry, the people was dry, the lecture.
And now this value lives in the middle here. Yeah? Or you can really take this middle value, plug in your Taylor expansion half a distance either way, and you basically get, yes, it's second order accurate.
Oh my god, it was absolutely I just hated it so much, right? And I was constantly complaining, and I was literally telling my partner, oh, I hate this, it's so boring, I'm gonna fucking flop. And you know what? I did. I flopped. And it was only until second year that, that did change, because that was when I started being more exposed to personal development. And I joined such a genuine community that was so ambitious, and it sort of like got me to check on the way that I was speaking and how important my language was. Literally be like, oh, I'm gonna fail, and I did fail. So, I attracted that, and that stuff manifested. But yeah, guys, I hope that sort of helped. Hopefully you took some sort of value from that, from the 3 main things. Quick run over is you got to optimize. You can start organizing your phone. Use Forest, great app. Look at 6 to 8 pairs during the week, and you can filter that down daily. For the second one, it was routine and priorities. You got to know what your priorities are before you can start having some sort of routine. I think as long as you're like, okay, morning and evening forecast, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, trading time, and then obviously you'll have your own schedule for your work or your studies, and that'll be down to you for you to decide what that is. And then mindset, I think the biggest key takeaway from mindset is just to be grateful that you get the chance to do what you do. Like the saying goes, where thought goes, energy flows. So just keep thinking about possibilities, opportunities, and positive things, because literally that stuff will start to flourish in your life. I've seen that happen in my life. That's why I'm so big on visualization. It's like one of the things that I always do in the morning. It's just literally visualize stuff. When I was revising for my exams, if you guys are, writing, I think right now this is where master students, PhD students might be writing up their theses. when things get really hard, when I was writing my dissertation, when I was revising for exams, I would literally just close my eyes and I would imagine myself like getting it done, feeling good. I imagined myself like just that feeling of like opening the paper and being like, yeah, I know the answers, that kind of stuff. Those are little tricks that can actually help you feel more empowered, more motivated. Because if you keep just thinking, oh, I can't do this, oh, no, this is so hard, then it is going to be hard and you won't be able to do it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you took some value. Let me know down in the comments what one of your favorite things were. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video if you have any friends who are also traders or any student friends, whatever. But overall, hope you guys like this, and thank you so much for the support and for being patient with this well overdue video.
This my niche, play my role, what you hold, little boy best don't reach. Your shit dirt, you get curved, I just saw and reap. With that ease, hella clean, rips all